Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I will present about car takaful in Malaysia. The word takaful is derived from the Arabic verb kafala, which simply means to take care of one's need. In other words, an individual A, for example, guarantees to take over the liability of individual B in the event of a calamity afflicted upon the latter. Under this simple illustration, it is only a one-sided relationship in the sense that only A would be the party that assumes the responsibility. However, following the above example, if B were at the same time would reciprocate to take care of the needs of A, then a kind of joint guarantee between them is established. Therefore, the pact between at least two parties agreeing to jointly guarantee one another in the event of a loss as a consequence of being afflicted by a calamity defines the term takaful. As a concept of joint guarantee, takaful can be applied and adopted both by the public and also private sectors. For the public sector, the concept can be used to develop and implement the social security scheme for the public, commonly known as Takaful al-Ijtima'i. This form of takaful is usually undertaken by the government, such as the SOCSO, the EPF and the LTAT schemes, where its organization and structure are set by the authorities, usually by special legislation. The Takaful al-Ijtima'i or social security type of scheme is normally run at the behest of the authorities. The services and the products provided are generally standard. Without the freedom of choice to the customers or the consumers. A person who aspires for products or services over and above the standard offered cannot do so, even he has the means. Islam does not forbid such freedom as long as the means of choosing do not contradict its teaching. Next, the instruments of models of takaful. The first model of takaful, or the first instrument of takaful, is the wakalah model. The term wakalah in Arabic means the agency. Therefore, under the structure, an agency relationship is agreed between two parties to conduct a certain business undertaking. Based on this premise, the model describes an agency agreement between the operators acting as the agent or the wakil to the participant as the principal to manage the participation of the latter in a variety of takaful products provided by the operator. In return of the rendering the agency services, the operator is permitted to charge a fee under the agreement. The fee is payable from the takaful contribution paid by the participant. In this sense, under the purpose of the above model, management expenditure can be charged to the takaful fund as upfront charges. The second model is the mudarabah model. Mudarabah is defined as a profit and loss sharing principle applied normally to a business or commercial contract between the party that provides the fund or capital and the party that manage the business. For takaful, this would mean the contract of profit sharing between the takaful participants and also the operator. For takaful, this means that the contract of profit sharing between the takaful participants and also operator from the profit. If any of the takaful business under this arrangement a profit sharing contract is signed between the Takaful business and the participants, as the entrepreneur or term mudarib who is entrusted with managing the Takaful business, and also the provider of the capital, that called the sahibul mal, or the one with the ownership of the wealth or the capital. The contract will define the profit of the Takaful business and the ratio to be shared between them, maybe in 50-50 or 60-40 or even 70-30, according to their agreed terms and conditions. Thirdly, there is a hybrid model, or a wakalah plus mudarabah model. Takaful hybrid model is a combination of mudarabah and wakalah models. Under the model, a relationship between the operator, which combines the role of entrepreneur or mudarib as well as the agent or the wakil of the participant, whilst the latter in the capacity as both provider of capital or sahibul mal and principal to the agent. By this arrangement on the part of the operator, an agency fee can be remunerated as upfront charges from the Takaful fund, whilst at the same time will have the right to profit sharing on returns on the investment of the Takaful fund in accordance with the mudarabah contract. In this regard, the mudarabah contract is applied on the investment activity only. Profit to the fund in this instance comprises surplus from underwriting as well as returns on the investment as a whole. In addition to the wakalah fee, and the model provides the discretion to the operator to charge on surplus of the Takaful fund a performance fee in consideration for managing the Takaful business as a whole. And lastly, the wakaf model. The term of wakaf referred for this model of Takaful explains the contract of Takaful that underlines the arrangement or consent of the participant that the Takaful contribution paid in return for participating in the Takaful product to be credited by the operator into the Takaful fund in accordance with the principle of wakaf or endowment. To begin with, a wakaf account has to be established by the operator within the Takaful fund. To this effect, the operator is required to relinquish some kind of seed money as wakaf to generate the seed wakaf account. This wakaf account of the Takaful fund will be invested similar to the three business models here in before. The wakaf fund shall work to achieve the following objective. First of all, the objective is to extend financial assistance to its members in the event of losses. Secondly, to extend the benefits to its members strictly in accordance with the wakaf deed. Next, the benefits of Takaful. Through the spirit of cooperation and joint responsibilities among the participants, the act of charity and benevolence allows participants the opportunity to obtain two forms of benefit. The first benefit is the monetary benefits through the Takaful plan itself. Secondly, is the benefit in the spiritual sense through the act of tabarruk or the act of donation. Participant will receive God's grace and blessing in life in the hereafter, inshallah. The Takaful system does not differentiate color or creed. It is meant to benefit all participants irrespective of their religious belief. And moreover, there is our topic today, the Takaful, the car Takaful in Malaysia. In Malaysia, there is a type of Takaful like Takaful Ikhlas that provides the coverage for car Takaful. For example, Takaful Ikhlas Private Car Comprehensive Takaful. The Takaful Ikhlas Private Car Comprehensive Takaful provides protection against damage to our vehicle that may be due to accident, fire, maybe stolen vehicle, injury of the body, and also the incidents involving death or fatalities. That is the car Takaful model that we have in Malaysia today. Last but not least, to conclude, Takaful is the best and permissible way to protect the health and asset of everybody due to a lot of beneficial gains. However, there are some weaknesses in the business of Takaful that needs to be solved by the business entities and maybe from the authority regarding the legal and law aspect of Takaful. I believe that it is hoped that if all the weaknesses have been solved greatly, the concept of Takaful that is permissible and halal coverage will be a strong backbone of Malaysia's economy. And that's all. That's all from me. Thank you for lending me your ears. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.